Also, I just noticed this because I only just looked at stream really recently. Apparently, it's my affiliate anniversary. Holy freaking moly. It's been a year since I became an affiliate. That's insane to me. Especially because, like, we've come so far, man. We got 500 followers, or over 500 followers. We got, like, tons of cool emotes. We got soon to have an upgrade, hopefully, maybe. I need to... I keep saying soon. I need to get my butt on it and at least do the... I might just have to say do the UI, like, ASAP and finish that animation just so I can give you guys the better... Soon TM! Yes. Soon TM. Just so I could get that new UI out. Like, I don't care about getting a whole Nikara 2.0 and doing, like, a debut type thing. I just want to get the new UI out because it looks so much better. It just looks so much better, I'll tell you that. But, we're not here for that. We are here for Planet Zoo, which, I haven't played in a hot minute. So, some of this stuff might be new. Like, for instance, we have the new free update, 1.14. So we got a couple things. We can customize our staff uniforms. Ooh. Cinematic route editor, a new camera mode to create highly customizable cinematic routes through our parks. A scenic camera mode to enjoy or record stationary vistas in your zoo. Try with the new extra smooth motion camera effect. That is sick. I dig that. Oh. And spitting behaviors. The Bactrian camels may spit at the guests. You know, that's the best part of this whole update. That is. Also, things are getting tangled. Wah, wah, wah. Make it stop. Alright. We've done all the things. So, what we're going to do today is we're just going to start career mode all over again. If I can. I think I basically can start career mode all over again. Yeah, I mean, I've completed most of them, but it doesn't really matter because I can just keep going over and over again as much as I want. So, let's get into it, shall we? Start new. We're going to do it on medium, as the way the game was intended to play. And we'll start our zoo career. Now, you might be wondering why I titled the stream just like when I was a kid. It's because when I was really little, I used to play a game on a CD-ROM called Zoo Empire. And it was my favorite game to play, even though it riddled, like, any computer I had. Like, I don't know if I got a shitty file or what, because I got it from one of those, school book fairs, if you've ever been to those. And I don't know if it was, like, riddled with viruses or something, but it just, no matter what computer I put it on, it would always fuck it up. So eventually my parents banned me from playing Zoo Empire because it would screw their PCs up too bad. Which I think is hilarious. But also, yeah. Was not great. So when I saw Planet Zoo was coming out, because, like, I'd heard everybody be like, oh, just play Zoo Tycoon, just play Zoo Tycoon. It's not the same. It's different. Planet Zoo is, like, the closest equivalent I have ever found to being Zoo Empire. In fact, dare I say it's better. It's better. The only thing Zoo Empire had compared to Planet Zoo that I think was kind of neat was that you could customize the environment of your habitat a little more. But here we are, folks. Welcome to England.
Heyo at Hematu. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. I have a habit of slipping back into the Planko language. It's good to finally meet you in person. I'm Bernard, although I insist you call me Bernie.
Love you, Bernie.
The only person who calls me Bernard is my wife. And even then, only when I've tracked elephant dung into the carpets.
Too true, too true.
As you know, I own several zoos, but I always like to show people the ropes here at my home. This is the first zoo I ever opened, and a source of great pride for me. And prides, thanks to a lion breeding program we ran in the 80s.
Ooh.
But we're in the middle of
it's taking a
big
dookie.
renovation, and that's where you come in. Sadly,
Sorry guys, you're gonna see Animal
our
Dookie.
old contractor had to retire after developing a fur allergy. Poor devil kept sneezing his dentures into the lion habitat.
Yikes.
So, it's up to you to finish everything off. Don't worry though, I'm not completely throwing you in at the deep end. My head keeper,
Ooh, they have
Nancy Jo,
wolves.
will be lending a helping hand.
I love Nancy. She's one of the best characters in this
And
game.
she'll expect you to be too.
You gotta keep it realistic.
I'm sure you'll get along like a house on fire, or even better, one that isn't on fire. Less shouting that way.
Here she is. Come right up. I love Nancy.
Hello there. From that rosy, fresh face of yours, I'm guessing you're Bernie's new hire.
Hi, Nancy.
Good. Now, I hope you're ready to ditch your diploma because we're about to get really hands-on. But before we begin the real work, how about we familiarize you with the zoo by learning how to fly around it? And
All right, you ready?
some of our beautiful animals.
We're gonna get to visit.
We'll start by popping over and having a look-see at the grizzly bears in their habitat.
All right, so first things first. We're gonna see the zoo. So here is the grizzly bears. Dookie here. So we're gonna take a grizzly. We're gonna go into what's called animal cam,
You know that grizzly bears,
which is this thing down
also
here.
known as Ursus arctos horribilis, can hibernate for up to 7 months a year.
Ooh.
Oh, but then again, given the chance, I think a lot of people would do that too.
You're damn right, Nancy. But yeah, say hello.
Select one of the bears and you'll bring up its information panel.
But yeah, I love camera view, like the animal cam, because you can
Now,
just
this is a
follow
fantastic
them.
way to get a close look at your animals.
Get in.
You can also get this view of an animal by simply double-clicking on it.
That too, that as well. That's also important to remember.
Okay, when
Look
you're
at that
ready,
bum.
let's pop over to the other side of the zoo and take a look at the lions. I've marked their location for you to find.
All right, let's see here. So we've observed the bear. Are there any other animals in this habitat? Like any babies? Any baby bears? No. Okay, it looks like it's just the two adult bears. All right, now we're supposed to go fly over to the yes, the West African lions. Get to go see them.
Panthera leo leo, or the West African lion to you and me.
Say hello.
Lions are the most social of the big cats, and there can be as many as 40 lions in a pride, although prides of that size are pretty rare. As Bernie would say, those lions are awesome, which is precisely why I handle the training instead these days. Anyway, how about we get started on those objectives? Come on, let's head over to an empty habitat and see what needs doing there.
I think if I remember right, when we were passing by with that line, yeah, look guys, there's a baby! It's a little guy! Oh, hello little fella. Look at that pretty little face. Oh, this is Eliza. Nice to see you, Eliza. Very cute. And there's Mama. She's eepy. She's a big eepy kitty. Look at those big old beans too, man. That's Amina. All right, we can't keep staring at the lions forever. We have to actually do our job. As much as I would love to. So first we gotta go find the empty habitat. Where is it? There it is. Here we go. There's nothing in here right now.
As you can see, it's a lovely space for animals, but it's missing a certain something. Well, two somethings. Warthogs. So I'd like you to adopt a pair of them. To adopt animals, we need to open the animal market, which is in the animal trading section.
Here's where we get our stuff. Right now there's only 2 warthogs because it's just the tutorial. So now we get to buy them. So click on them, adopt, and they'll be in the trading center.
There we are, a pair of perfectly splendid warthogs for our zoo. Just click on them and select Adopt from the side menu. Normally the animal exchange would be full of animals, but I've emptied out the market while you learn how it works. The last thing I need is you accidentally ordering a dozen elephants.
Oh, what? I would never do that. Shit, she found out, guys. She knew it. She's too smart. All right.
When you adopt an animal, it's automatically placed in the trade center, where they're held until you're ready to move them into their habitat, which,
Right
as
here.
it happens, you are. So how about you move them into their new home?
So we've got them selected. Send to the zoo. Pop them right in here. And eventually, a keeper will come and pop them in. Wherever there's a door, that
When
is.
you ask for
Right
an
here.
animal to be moved into a habitat, your caretakers will go to the trade center, collect your animal, and deliver them to your selected habitat. I've marked the trade center's location, so let's go and watch the caretakers in action.
Where is the trade center anyway? Oh, here we go. There they are.
Well, as you can see, those caretakers don't hang about. They'll move
Look at
these
him go.
animals to
He's
their
fast.
destination as fast as possible.
Dude loves his job.
Of course, normally we'd have to place the animals into quarantine before moving them into a
Oh,
habitat.
here we go.
But I am assured by a person of good standing that these warthogs are in the very rudest of health. Right.
Here they
let's
are.
get the warthog's habitat finished up so we can keep them nice and happy. You see, each animal in the zoo has an overall welfare statistic, basically how happy they are. And that overall welfare statistic is itself comprised of 4 different areas: nutrition, social health, habitat, and enrichment.
Mm-hmm. See right here.
Luckily, if you select an animal, you'll bring up their animal welfare information panel, which we saw earlier, where you can see how they're doing. That way, you'll know exactly what areas need to be addressed. Don't worry if that's a lot to remember. You can always check the Zoopedia for more information.
This is a Zoopedia. And this tells you real-world information. Like, all of this is real information.
Let's start by making sure we're taking care of the warthog's nutrition welfare. To do this, we'll need to place a food station and a drinking station. Now, each animal requires a different type of feeding station. And for the warthogs, it's a small feeding trough. So let's add one of those and a water bowl.
So, yep. And you can always tell, because if you're never sure what item you need for a specific animal, if you just click it and go to the tags, it'll tell you. And these are common warthogs, so if we check under C here, right there, common warthog. So these are indeed the correct items we need in order to give our animals the proper food and water that they need. Same thing here. Food trough. Scroll up a little bit. Common warthog.
Animals also require stimulation to keep them happy. Let's add a lovely mud bath for the warthogs to roll around in. That bath will count towards their enrichment welfare, specifically their toy enrichment welfare.
And you can always check which ones too, because right now we're in the all section. But if I wanted to specifically look for food and water, you go here. And even further, if you want to find it specifically by food or water, but we're going to go to enrichment. And there's food, toy, and climbable enrichment. These guys only have toy right now. We're going to take this, pop them down a mud bath.
Nice work. You've got a knack for this, I see. Now, our contractor had to leave in a hurry, so this place is in a feral state. Unfinished thingamajigs and whatsits all over the shop. But the first thing we need to finish is the ostrich habitat. It's over near the hippos.
There we go. See, they're all happy now. I mean, they're not fully at, like, the best they could be, but they're doing a lot happier now. They got food and they got water. So here's the male. You guys want to check out him? You can tell he's got bigger tusks and he's got a bigger mane. And this is the female. Smaller tusks, smaller mane. Also slightly different coloration. But that's enough for the warthogs. We gotta go do the rest of our job. Can't be slacking off now, can we? Actually, but before we do that, I'll show you the other habitats. Behold. This lovely little thing right here, if I remember right, is the peacocks, or the peafowl. There they are. Beautiful, beautiful animals. I love peafowl. Especially the males with their like, long, gorgeous tails. You can get albino and melanistic animals in this game, too, if I remember correctly, but it's very rare. We have a lovely Aldabra giant tortoise. I love tortoises. Surprisingly, these things breed like wildfire in the games. Like, if you're not careful, you could have a whole pen full of these suckers. It moves pretty fast for a tortoise. Let's see. We check over here. There's a couple exhibits. This one has a yellow anaconda in it. Or, well. Yeah, there's one yellow anaconda in here somewhere. Ah! Right there. Hanging from a branch. And then this one has a beetle. Not sure where the beetle is, but I don't want to look at it. I don't like beetles. Let's see. We did the tortoises. We checked those out. That's the lions. Here's the elephants. One of my favorite animals of all times. The African elephant. Oh, look at the little baby. Oh. Oh, such a sweetie pie. Perfect. What a cute little baby. They got a nice exhibit here. Oh, look, you can even see them, like, swimming and stuff. Let's see what's over here. Yes, of course, my brethren! The wolves! Ooh, listen to that howl. So gorgeous, so pretty. Got any puppies in here? Aw, no puppies, unfortunate. Oh. Knocking over stuff. Well, that's a shame. I want to see puppies. Alright. We're almost done. We got a couple other exhibits. Over here. Oh, what do we have? Is it lemurs? It's lemurs. It's King Julian! I like to move it, move it. You like to move it, move it. Look at him go. Look at him run. Shamanic were here, he would love that. Is there anything in here? No, it's just a train. I think this is just the entrance to the zoo, perhaps? I'm not sure. How about down in here? Do we got any other exhibits? Yes, we do. We have Goliath bird eaters. And Le Mans poison frog. Ooh. Probably very small. Probably not easy to find in this exhibit, I'm guessing. Well, you can't see on that side anyway, so. Well, I'm a cheat. I'm just doing it like this. There he is. Oh, look at him. Look at him. He's just a small little guy. He's a small little fella. Pretty. Alright. No more frog. No more frog. Gotta finish the exhibits. We did the bears. The bears are already here. No baby for the bears. Ah, yes, we have a mixed exhibit. So we have our giraffes, our reticulated giraffes. Beautiful. Gorgeous. We have some zebras. Some plains zebras, to be more specific. And it looks like, is that all there is in here? Let me click the fence. Yeah. Looks like it's just zebras and giraffes. Oh well. That's so cool. Look at that. Ooh, this one has snow. I wonder what's in here. Thought I heard in the water? No. Not a lot of snow in here, so. Oh! Oh, it's a snow leopard! There's not a lot of snow. What's living in here? Oh, big kitty. Big kitty. Look at that cute little fish. Oh, don't you want to squish his little face? Gorgeous. I can't even begin to pronounce that cat's name, and I'm not going to because I will butcher it. Looks like there's something here, maybe? No, not yet. Not yet, anyway. And then right next to the hippos, these are the hippopotamuses. Say hello to the hippo. Careful, these guys are scary. They may look goofy and silly in the water, but they are deadly. Although they even have an underwater thing so you can look at them while they swim. Oh. Latasha. Alright, back to our real job. We're at our real job now. We found it.
Before we actually start building our ostrich habitat, let's pause the game. Just click the pause button in the bottom right corner.
Pause.
That's more like it. A quick break.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's a good idea to pause the game whilst you're doing something which requires your concentration, because it'll stop the zoo spinning out of control while you're looking the other way.
Highly important to remember that.
Pause while we get this ostrich habitat built. Okay, job number 1 here is to add a habitat gate before we complete the barrier. Every habitat needs a habitat gate. After all, how else would the keepers get in and out?
Exactly, right?
Just make sure it's hooked up to the path so the keepers can reach it.
See, personally, if it were up to me, I would put the habitat gate right over here. But the game's not gonna let me. They want me to place it right in here. So, we'll do that.
Right. Let's complete the perimeter barrier so we can adopt us some ostriches. I've marked out an area for you to use, so I'd like you to finish off the perimeter using the brick barrier.
So now we're just gonna make a perimeter. What's even cooler is with certain fencing, such as this brick here. I make it slightly longer. Or I can do this as well. Move it out of the way a little bit. Move this in a smidge. And voila!
Good work.
You make it pretty
Remember,
custom.
Before you can place animals in any habitat, it has to have a full loop of connected barrier.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you've probably noticed that guests can't actually see into
Yeah.
this habitat at the moment.
Not a very
Which is
easy
not
thing
without
to
a
see
step
through,
ladder.
right?
But seeing as they're banned, I'd like you to select a piece of barrier and swap out the brick for a glass barrier so the guests can see in.
So watch this. So we click it, we edit, we go to some barrier. We'll do a couple here. I think is good. And turn it to
There
glass.
we go. Adding in more windows gives guests even more opportunities to see the animals in a habitat. It's always best to make sure the guests can get a good view into a habitat from the path they're walking on, because it makes them happy. And because this would be a pretty terrible zoo if they couldn't.
Yeah, imagine going to a zoo where you
last
couldn't see the
thing you need
animals.
to do is to add a donation box. You see, when guests enjoy the view of an animal, they'll make a donation. Just make sure you put them in easy-to-reach places, like near a viewing point. Donation boxes are one of the main sources of income for the zoo, so make sure you remember them.
Highly important. You always want to have a donation box. Got it! Now people can come here and donate their
before
money
you
if they
adopt
like the
ostriches,
ostriches.
You should click the play button. After all, if the game's paused, then so are our caretakers, which will make it a bit tricky for them to deliver the ostriches, eh?
Indeed. So now it's time to unpause the game and let everybody move again.
By the way, as well as pausing the game, you can speed the game up by clicking on the fast forward button. It'll
Right
run
down there.
everything at 2 times and 5 times faster. It
It's pretty
can be
nice. It's
useful,
really
especially
nice.
if you're waiting for money to accumulate or for animals to be delivered to your habitat. Personally, I use it when I'm waiting for a brew to finish. All right.
See, this is why I love
we've finished the
Nancy.
Habitat, so it's high time we adopted those ostriches, don't you think? Let's get 4 of them in here.
4 ostriches, man. We're having a big flock. Alright, got them. Select them all. Bada bing, bada boom.
While we wait for them to be collected by the caretakers and brought to the habitat, you should get it ready for them. Add a suitable feeding station, water station, and an appropriate food enrichment item. It's often best to place things like enrichments and feeding stations near to the habitat perimeter, so guests can get a really good view of the animals.
Oh. Oh wait, I thought... Can I move this? Yeah, here, I'll put this one over here, because that's their toy enrichment. I thought it was their food. Here's their real food bowl, and here's... their water. Being weird, so I'm just gonna put the water... Forgot how to rotate, so I'm just gonna put it like right over by this bush or something. Ah, we did it!
Oh, good to see the ostriches have somewhere they can really stretch their legs.
Ah, ha, ha, ha.
They can actually run at 43 miles per hour? Oh, heaven forbid they ever escape. The speed camera fines alone would bankrupt us.
Oh, Bernie. I love Bernie. So yeah, we did it! So technically, this is where the tutorial ends. But, we can do more.
Bernie certainly seems impressed. Did you do his speed camera joke? Every time we get an ostrich.
Every
So,
time.
now we've made the ostriches' lives a bit better, let's do the same for the keepers, shall we? To make it easier for the keepers to feed the ostriches and hippos, we should build a new keeper hut. Keeper huts are where the keepers prepare the food for animals, so they should be placed near to the habitats to make sure the keepers don't waste their time walking when they should be looking after the animals.
Mm-hmm. Now, let me see here. Rotate is Z. That's what I was looking for. Except I don't want angle snap. I don't like a rotation angle snap, personally.
You'll need to rotate the keeper hut to get it to connect up to the path.
And then we can do shift to make it higher or lower. If you needed to. Z, just tapping Z just rotates it very quickly. X would do more advanced, but we don't need to do that. So we'll just take a normal one. Rotate it the way I want it. and get it like as square on as I can. Ah, it's so sensitive. Okay, perfect. Perfect enough, anyway. Boom. We did it.
This keeper hut only has space for one keeper, but the larger
It's a very
keeper
small
hut
one.
can allow multiple keepers to prepare food at the same time. Oh, but bear in mind that keeper huts and other staff facilities shouldn't be placed near to areas where there are lots of guests. Guests
Yeah, I don't want people
like
seeing
facility buildings, and it can affect their happiness negatively. In case that wasn't clear.
Mm-hmm.
Something that all facilities, shops, and a whole host of other objects need is power. And that obviously includes your newly built keeper hut. So let's place a transformer next to it, shall we?
Need to have some power, or else how else are they gonna, you know, how else are they gonna power this thing?
Now, the reason everything has gone blue is because you're using the power heat map.
Mm-hmm.
This map allows you to see what is and what isn't powered in your zoo. So, once you've placed your transformer, you can click in the bottom left to turn the heat map off.
Right here. And you can change it for others, too. You can see animal welfare, so the greener it is, the better the animals are doing. See habitats.
Lovely work. Now the
Show
keepers can
traversable
start
area.
using the hut to prepare food. And thanks
Temps.
to where you put it, they won't need to walk very far to deliver it to the ostriches.
Clean water.
Let's get on to your next objective then.
All your buildings.
Bengal tigers. We want to adopt some, but I'm afraid there's nothing ready for them yet. Head on over to the plot of land I've marked out. It's not too far away.
So yeah, you got that. You got all your buildings and how they're doing maintenance-wise, because all your buildings need maintenance. Your negative impacts on guests, so things like Nancy mentioned, the facility buildings. Guests don't like to see the facility buildings. Those things. Security and crime, so anywhere we've got like security cameras or perhaps like police officers, security officers roaming around to make sure nobody's, you know, breaking stuff or anything like that. Education is very important. Guests love to learn about the animals. Gotta be careful though sometimes with like audio where they overlap, because that can really confuse guests if they're in that area. Your needs, so the greener the guests, like the animal welfare, the greener the guests, the happier your guests are. And of course, your staff. Same thing as before. The greener your staff, the happier they are. That's all we needed. Alright, here we go.
Righty, your next job is to build a habitat from scratch.
Oh, I get to make my own!
So, go ahead and build it. Just make sure that the habitat includes that big hole we've dug. Oh, and don't forget to add a habitat gate to the barrier.
The invisible shadow here.
And make sure the guests will be able to see the tigers.
So this one we're making out of concrete, if I remember right. So let's build our own habitat, shall we? Baby's first habitat. Okay, if I don't get things exactly where I want them to. Like for this one here, I will modify it. So it is instead right here. I get very specific when I'm building my habitat, so it might take a second for me to get mine done. I want to make sure my habitats are pretty. At least as pretty as I can get them. Like this. Take this, take this, take this. I like the one where... Oh, too much. Okay, almost there. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna pause it. I wanna fix one of my barriers here. Try and give a little more space. So now we'll go from here. Go back. Continue. Also, today's stream might be a little shorter today, too, just because I do have a very long shift tomorrow. So I want to make sure I'm all rested and ready to go. So we might end up cutting this off at 9 instead of the usual 10 o'clock. I'm not sure quite yet. The other nice thing you can do with barriers is you can add posts. So if I want to say, you know, add another post in here, I can do that. I'll take these. Turn them into actually, I'll add one more post right in here. Turn all of this glass, I think. Or well, maybe maybe I'll keep this one concrete. Let's see. We'll do a similar thing down here. Add some concrete here. I'll leave that corner as a safe corner for the tigers, so that way they can hide in it. Glass. And then we shall make. We'll just make this one panel here glass, or actually, pop 2 posts and turn these all to glass. Beautiful. Now what else do we need? So we got that. We need to make sure that the entire boundary wall, we gotta select the entire wall here. This is very important because, you know, tigers are big kitties, and big kitties can jump real high. So we need to make sure it's high enough that the kitties can't jump out of. So they want us to set to a minimum of 3.7. Which should be fine. This is a little taller than we need, but it's fine because we want to make sure that, you know, the kitties aren't going to jump out on us. Now we need to make a gate. That way our kitties can have somewhere or some way to get in.
Don't forget to put down a donation box near to your viewing areas.
So now we need donation boxes. Very important.
Especially as these tigers aren't exactly eating instant noodles for lunch.
Yeah, we want to make sure we have plenty of donation boxes. So that way, no matter where your guest is viewing from, they can donate.
Okay, that's the habitat boundary complete, the habitat gate's in place, and most importantly, the tigers won't be able to jump out of it anymore.
Beautiful.
I think it's time we adopted those tigers.
Tiger time! Does anybody have any names for the tigers? Because I'll let you guys name them if you want. Select our tigers and bring them in.
Whilst our trusty caretakers collect and deliver the tigers, let's take a look at preparing the habitat for their arrival.
Alright, here we go.
Start with the basics. Add a suitable feeding station for them.
Yep, we need somewhere for our kitties to eat. The kitties will be hungry. We'll add the food tray. Right here.
This time, instead of adding a water bowl, let's try something different.
Now this is
Some
cool.
animals need a pool in their habitat so they can go for a swim, but they can also use it to drink from. All you have to do is make sure the banks of the pool have a gentle slope so they can easily get a nice, refreshing drink. There's already a pool excavated, but you still need to fill it with water. You should do that by going into terrain and selecting the water tool.
You see here? We can fill it with calm or rough waters as well. But we're gonna do calm, obviously, because, you know, we don't want our tigers drowning. Fill the pool. Beautiful. Now they can swim. And they can drink.
Yes, that'll do nicely.
Here come the tigers.
Just like the warthogs and ostriches, these tigers will also need some enrichment. Why don't you add some suitable toy and food enrichment items into their habitats?
Here we go. Let's add some stuff for them to play with. Oh, good. We got a blood pumpkin. And a lovely little scratching post.
Okay, it's really
They're gonna like
starting
that.
to take shape. Now, the tigers will need a shelter in their habitat so they can hide from the guests, or more likely the bad weather. Although, given that we're in England, you might want to think of that just as normal weather. Add a shelter to their habitat. You can either build one from various suitable bits and bobs, or if you like, just pop down the blueprint that I've already built for you.
I'm just gonna throw it in this corner so they have a little somewhere private. And there you go. Look at that.
Oh, poor Dabs. I'm sure it can't have escaped your attention that the tigers look a bit miffed. That's because they aren't too keen on the type of terrain in their habitat.
Yeah,
Select
that's important.
the tiger and bring up its information panel.
So if we go here, you want to go to its terrain. This is what it wants. So you can see he's a little angry. It's not quite what he likes. There's too much grass, too much long grass, not enough soil, not enough short grass.
And see how they feel about the different types of terrain.
They could also use a little more
The
rock.
tigers need more of or less of in this habitat.
It's plenty of space for them, though. They all have plenty of space. They also some animals need certain climbable, swimmable, and diveable space.
Okay then, open the
But they don't need
terrain
those.
editing tool, select painting, and give them some more soil. Yes, that should help with the habitat part of their welfare.
So we can do light and heavy soil. I'm gonna do a little bit of both. So we'll go around. Find some soil. Right now the intensity is set to 60, so it's not crazy. Got a little bit of light soil around here and there. You see here, they're doing a lot better. We have enough soil, but we still gotta get rid of some of this long grass here. There we go. Now we're getting it. And now they actually want shorter grass instead. As you can see, they're happy now. They like what we did.
They say that good fences make good neighbors. I guess that's doubly true when one of the neighbors is a Bengal tiger. Still, those tigers look so happy that I doubt they'd leave, even if you did poke a hole in their fence. Oh, but for heaven's sake, don't test that theory.
Yeah, no, don't let him out. Oh, he yawned. Alright, we completed silver. So now we just gotta do
Right.
a couple more
Let's have
things
a
and
look
we're
at the
completely
Indian
done.
peafowls. I've been told that we need to improve their social welfare.
So here's the peafowl. Normally you don't have to complete silver and gold, you just need to complete bronze to finish a mission. But you can always complete more.
Now then, just find one of the peafowls and select them to open their information panel. Then we can have a good gander at how they're doing.
See, we
Well,
want
technically, I
social.
suppose gambling would
Ah,
just be for geese.
here we go. Here's the problem. This right here. Not enough adults. They need more buddies. It looks like...
Find their social welfare, and we can get a bit more detail.
Yeah, I already did it. The game is a little slow. Oh, they want us to do this one. Here we go. You can also do it the other way too, but they want us to do it this way.
Now, they've clearly got plenty of space, and they're not stressed, but it looks like their social group isn't quite right. So let's find
They
out
could also have
more.
too much coverage.
Click on the social tab at the top of their information panel to see what's wrong.
So yeah, as you can see here, there are too few adults and juveniles. We need more. 2 is not enough. They need, it looks like, a minimum of maybe 4 or 5?
Right, as you can see, the peafowls need their population to be larger. To solve this little problem, you'll need to adopt 3 more female peafowls. Off you pop to the animal market then.
You also, depending, if an animal needs more socialization, you'll have to be careful too, depending on what you have. Because as you can see, we have a male and a female here. Right? Now, these called Indian peafowl. These are Indian peafowl. So we got a male and a female in here, but that means we have to take special measures. So if we go here, go to the species data, this is very important. If you have a group, a normal group, you can have up to 4 males and 16 females without them fighting. So they can have a group of 4 to 20, a minimum of 4. However, if you have a group of just males, you can only have 4. And if you have a group of females, you have to have a minimum of 4 to 16. Some animals, you can have, like, you have to have only 1 male. Some animals you can only have 1 female, or like a small group of them. So you have to be careful about that. But these guys, they're pretty okay with that stuff. So, but we're just gonna buy more females just to be on the safe side. Stop some. We do before. Select them. Bring them in. Bada bing, bada boom.
Good work on those peafowls. I expect they'll be delivered soon. But sadly, it sounds like our snow leopard is a bit grumpy.
Oh
Let's head over
no.
there and see what's wrong with her.
Alright, so we did the peafowl. We gotta go head over to Snow Leopard now. There she is. Ah, here we go.
Just like people, animals can suffer from stress if things
Yeah,
aren't
she does
quite
not look
right.
happy.
You know, like when you see someone put in the milk before the tea bag.
Ugh,
In
I
the
hate
case
that.
of these snow leopards, they're a bit stressed by their lack of privacy. You
Privacy.
can lower their stress levels by swapping out the normal glass barrier by their cave for one-way glass. It's not a cheap option, but I think they're worth the expense, don't you? This
Yeah.
will give the snow leopards somewhere to go when they want to get away from the prying eyes of the guests.
So yeah, now if we take this and we select this one to one-way glass, the guests can still see the Snow Leopard, but the Snow Leopard can't see the guests.
Of course, when an animal isn't in its natural
See?
biome, it's probably
Now
going
it's
to
like
be
this.
too hot or too cold. Unsurprisingly for the snow leopards, it's
For the most part, the
it's
Snow
too
Leopard
hot.
can't see.
Even with the terrible British weather, you should help cool it down by adding some coolers to their habitat. But let's
she's
start
feeling a little
by
better.
opening up the temperature heat map and having a look-see at the temperature in the leopard's habitat.
Alright, we'll go take a look. Take the temp. Oh, look at that. Too hot. Not warm enough for our baby girl. Needs more snow. Or coolers, at least. Notice.
As you can see, we already have one cooler in there. Let's pop some more down and get as much of the habitat as chilly as we can. Luckily for us, this habitat already has power, but you'll need to make sure of that in the future. Just so you know, if any part of a habitat is powered, then the whole habitat will be powered.
Thankfully, you can check right here by just going top-down view. And voila. We've now added more coolers. So slowly, but surely, we watch the heat map. Getting colder. So now she'll feel a lot better once the snow starts kicking. Is there anything else we gotta do for this habitat? Oh, we gotta add 3 coolers. Whoopsies. Okay, because that looks like that back corner isn't cool enough.
You can find heat maps for all sorts of helpful things, so do be sure to explore them and make good use of them.
I'm gonna move this
It'll
one over
take a
here.
little
Smooch.
while for the temperature to adjust once you've added coolers or heaters, but now we've got the coolers in, we can address the leopard's
There.
terrain welfare. You see what the
Hello,
leopards really
Driven
want
Terror.
is
Welcome
snow.
in. Welcome in. I hope you enjoy some Planet Zoo time. We're just being chill and making our own little zoo together. Alright, so now we've got to add, it looks like more snow, right? Obviously, this poor snow leopard does not have enough snow for her to run around to. Let's see, how much snow does she need? Yeah, we need way more snow, way less grass. Let's give her what she wants. Ooh, my mouse is kind of laggy, but that's okay. This game can be a little laggy. It takes a lot of juice to run this bad boy, but that's because the graphics are so good. There we go. She's getting a lot better.
All of that should give you a pretty good understanding of how to make animals happy. So I'd like you
Much
to go and check
better.
on all the other animals in the zoo and fix up any issues with their habitats.
How you
That'll
doing?
increase the average
Look at
welfare
her.
of the
She's
animals
so much
across the
happier.
whole zoo. And that
Take a
average
look at the
welfare
kitty.
is a
Oh,
very
look at
important
her. Look at that
statistic.
kitty. Got her one-way glass so she can rest. She's got her snow. It's nice and cold.
You should go into zoo management and then into the animals section.
Mm-hmm. Down here. So zoo. Animals. I know most of this already, but that's okay. So let's see. We're doing... Oh, okay. It looks like the tortoises need some help. The zebras and stuff need some help. And I
As
think
you can
that's
see,
it.
This list shows you the animal's overall welfare.
Mhm.
So if something's amiss, then you can quickly pop over to them using the locate button.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. See?
I'm off for a cuppa while you make sure all the animals are well looked after.
So if we just click this button, brings us right over. Look at that, didn't even need to do that. Nothing. So what do we need? Ah. Not enough food and toy enrichment in this habitat. They're bored. Alright, let's start with this. Let's see. What's something a zebra might like? Let's see. Not this. Maybe a barrel feeder? Not quite. I don't think it'd be a bamboo feeder. I don't think that's correct. Definitely not frozen fish. Maybe fruit? No. We also gotta keep an eye out for stuff for the reticulated giraffe. Because I don't know if the reticulated giraffe might like any of these things. Definitely not a blood pumpkin. Definitely not a spike tree. Surprisingly, no. Not hanging barrel feeder. A hanging grazing feeder is good for the reticulated giraffe, if I remember right. Oh, no, this one's too short. Melon? Nope. Pronghorns? No, that's for hunting. Restraint feeders. I guess these. Ah! Shoot, okay. Slow feeder, that's for birds. Small barrel feeder. Here we go, this is something they like. Here. Pop a barrel feeder down for them. What do you think of that? Better? How about this? Nope. Suspended forager? Nope. Ah! Giraffes like this, but how are the giraffes doing? That's the real question. Because I know the zebras are upsetting, but what about the giraffes? Where are they? They're not in the cave. Where are the giraffes? No, there's giraffes in here. No giraffes? There you are. You also need more things? Yes, you do. Okay. I figured they would, but I want to make sure. Bring this one over here. Better. Not that. Not that. These are all underwater stuff, so that's fine. They can't have any of that. Beaver pools are not for them. Block of ice, I doubt. Yeah, the zebras wouldn't want that. They don't want blood. Drums are for these things. What about this? Nope. Chew toy, fire. Maybe a fire hose ball? No. Didn't like a gift box, I don't think. Grab ball, nope. The gyro's too big. Herb scent markers might be fun for them. Yeah, they do. They like a couple of these. Go sniff them. Yeah, the zebras are doing, now that I've dropped some stuff for them. Better, they could use some more food enrichment, so I think I'll just throw down another graze ball feeder over here somewhere, or barrel feeder. Now they're doing better. Let's see. Go back to the suspended forager. Oh! Scratching tree? No. Scratching. Was it a rubbing pillar? Ah! They'd like that. How about you, giraffes? Are you happy now? Yep. Okay. Now the last one we have to fix here is the tortoises. They were the last ones that were a little cranky. So what's up with you guys? Ooh, okay, so their social group. Not bad.
At all. I think it's fair to say that you've passed the first part of your training with flying
Technically
colours.
we're done, but I'm
There's
gonna fix
still
these
lots
guys.
to learn, but we'll have to head to another one of Bernie's zoos for
Oh.
that. If you want to grab
Okay.
your passport, we'll head off, shall we?
I'm gonna finish these guys first before we leave, because they're upsetty. Technically we're supposed to finish both of them, but I guess it didn't really matter. Here.
Sounds like you've got the whole zoo purring away nicely.
There we go.
Well, purring, grunting, screaming, booming. All the appropriate noises. I guess I was right to hire you, huh?
There we go. Happy.
Don't tell her I told you, but Nancy wasn't sure you'd even last the morning. So,
Nancy!
this is working out. And Nancy
Oh,
knows
we had to increase the
lots of
overall
happy.
habitat to, overall habitat welfare, not all of
As
the
strange
animals.
as it seems,
But it's okay,
considering
they're
we
happy
just
now.
met, when I look at you, I feel like you're the child I never had. After the one I did.
Bernie! Oh,
Obviously.
I was gonna say. I was like, Bernie, you have a daughter.
Zookeeping's not for my daughter. Don't get me wrong. Emma absolutely loves animals, but she set her sights somewhat higher.
Oh?
Wants to save the entire planet.
Wow, Emma.
I'll just settle for saving a couple of species. And maybe having a type of frog named after me.
You know, that'd be cool. That'd be cool to have a frog named after you. Alright. Save this one. Let's call this... I'll just call this number 1, because... This is scenario 1. Alright, now you can go to the main menu and go to the next one. Maybe down the line, if I keep doing this at all, maybe I'll just have one where we make our own zoo together. And y'all can help me design it. That would be pretty cool. I'm not very good at designing zoos, so it'd be a struggle for me, but we can win together. Do 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 do. Oh, okay. Next we have to do the ape apprenticeship. It's pretty funny. Alright, here we go. I love the music of this game. I hope you don't mind bad puns, because unfortunately for anybody who doesn't, Bernie is full of them, which is why he's my favorite character. This game takes a little while to load, though, as I'm sure you can imagine. So I hope y'all are having a good time. Hope y'all are having a nice day. I know this might be a little slow, but I am very eepy, so for me, this is like the perfect pace to play at right now. I need something that I can easily, you know, kind of zone out to. Here we are!
Welcome to Madagascar. It's quite the change
Madagascar.
of scenery from dreary old England, huh? Apart from the weather, I suppose. They don't call these places rainforest for nothing.
Very true. Very true.
The zoo you'll be working in is an ape sanctuary, where we're doing vitally important conservation work. Not just for apes, but for all kinds of species. But apes, well, apes are some of the closest relatives to humans there are. And yet, the way the world treats them is like, well, very much like some of us treat our actual relatives.
Ah, Bernie.
Anyway, that's why I'm determined that our operation here does some good. If we can all leave some part of the world in a better state than we found it, we'll have lived lives worth living. And speaking of states, I have a horrible feeling I left the house in a right one. When I get back, I expect my life won't be worth living at all.
Bernie, yeah, don't piss your wife off. That's not great. Nancy, are you here? Is Nancy going to guide us? I hope so. I love Nancy. Look at all these cool habitats, man. There she is!
Warm for my tastes, to be honest. Anyway, this is Bernie's primate sanctuary. It's not just primates, though. We've got all sorts of animals. So why don't we go and have a look at some of them, eh?
Yeah, it's
Start by
primarily
checking out the
primates.
lemurs. They're the ones that look like they should be in a Shakespeare play.
The
Come on, let's
lemurs.
head over to them.
Alright, here we go. So before we go in, I'm gonna take us on a little preview of the zoo here to see what we were working with. So we know we're heading over to a lemur, I believe it's right. Oh, here we go. We have the Bornean orangutans. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I don't really like monkeys or primates or any of that stuff, so this level is not my favorite. But for those of you who do, we have 2 male Bornean orangutans, it looks like. They're big boys, big chonkers. Go over here. I believe we have a habitat somewhere around here for hippos. So more hippos if you like those guys. Say hello. I like that the feet actually like move with the ground. They set on the colliders. Makes it really realistic. I'm gonna go take a swim. A little wade. Got over here. We have another big one. I believe this is yes, the chimpanzees. Ooga booga. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't know if there's any babies in here. We got some chimps. Any of you chimp lovers out there? Looks like this is going to be a whole new habitat later, or a place for a couple habitats later on. There's some empty spaces we got around here. And then over here we have 3 habitats. We have
Red ruffed lemurs are found in the rainforest
a baboon,
of Marsuala,
a
that's in
mandrill
northeast
specifically.
Madagascar. They can actually live anywhere
We want
from
this one here,
15
though.
up to 25 years.
This is the red ruffed lemurs.
Okay, when you're ready, let's go find our Bornean orangutans.
So this is the one we were supposed to find beforehand, the red ruffed lemurs. They have very poofy ears, hence why the rough part of their name. And then the last exhibit we have over here is the ring-tailed lemurs, your King Julians. But that's, if I remember right, that's it for now. Go to the orangutans.
The Bornean orangutan is
Oh, there's a
such
baby.
marvelous creature.
There's
They're
a little
always
babu.
a big favourite at any zoo they feature in, and they're also the biggest tree-dwelling animal on the planet. Assuming
Big
you don't count
boys.
any lions that got stuck up one. Oh, why don't you take a better look at them? Open up their information panel. And
There's
go
a
into the
female.
Animal camera.
You can see here, she doesn't have the massive faceplate like the male does. But she still has a beard. Because, you know,
Aren't they
monkey.
just incredible?
Return to monkey.
When you're ready, let's go and have a look-see at some of our beautiful bonobos.
Bonobos! I think that's what we're missing. Oh no, wait, these aren't chimps, these were bonobos. I'm a silly. Ah,
Oh dear!
yes, you're right.
It
Yes,
looks like
these
we
are
arrived
bonobos.
just in time. One of the
Uh-oh.
barriers has collapsed. And wouldn't you know it, one of the bonobos has made a run.
Oh no, the bonobos are out!
Before we do, we should box up the other bonobos to stop them escaping too. Select the habitat boundary to bring up the habitat information panel.
We go here, we're gonna box them all up so that way they can't get away. So no other bonobos can run and cause havoc.
Now, we'll need a vet to recapture that escaped bonobo, but it seems our last one left to do some research in the wild. Not an ideal situation. So, we'll need to hire a replacement sharpish. Go into the zoo section and then into the staff management area.
Alright, we got one. Now you gotta remember too, like, when you box up animals like this, you gotta be careful because the longer they stay boxed up, the more
As you can
aggravated
see,
they'll
the
get.
barrier's collapsed. Someone's taken their eye off the ball, obviously. Let's get this one replaced. Select the barrier and then we'll edit it. Delete the broken section of barrier and replace it with a brand spanking new one.
Boom! Fixed.
Good. Now that we've done that, we need to make sure to add climb-proof barriers to the top.
This is very
That way
important.
the bonobos won't be able to climb out. Just make sure you've got the correct piece of barrier selected when you do that.
See, now they can't climb away and get out of here. We don't want, you know, we don't want our monkey running away. Not very
Nicely
good.
done. And I think it's high time we unbox those bonobos, wouldn't you say? The poor mites will get sad if we leave them in there for too long.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Habitat barrier to bring up the habitat information panel again.
There we go. Now they're free to go run around and do monkey things. Let them be monkey.
So, it turns out that as well as the old vet leaving, the zoo's mechanics did too.
Oh!
We'll need to hire a couple of new ones so we can help stop any more breakouts.
Yeah, we don't need that.
You see, mechanics do all sorts of helpful things around the zoo, but one of their most important jobs is taking care of the habitat barriers.
Very
Without
true, very true.
mechanics around to repair them, the barriers will crack, crumble, and fall down.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be overrun with escaped animals.
So how many do we
Go
need?
into the zoo section
2.
and then into the staff management area again.
There we go. So technically, we've completed this one. We don't need to do any more, but we're going to keep doing it anyway.
Oh, gosh, we have been busy, haven't we? Good work there. I'm off for a cuppa. Oh, I think Bernie wants a word with you.
Oh, Bernie's back. Come on, Bernie. Where's my man?
Oh,
There he is.
I hear you had a bit of an issue you with an escaped bonobo.
Mm-hmm.
The main thing is that you dealt with it swiftly, and more importantly, without the animals stealing someone's clothes, putting them on, and then walking out of the front gate.
Bernie, why would they do that? Has that happened before, Bernie?
You see, another key responsibility for our vets is animal research. Researching animals allows vets to unlock new enrichment items, additional
Very
information
important.
for our education resources, enhanced breeding programs, and improvements to food quality.
Very important.
The animal's food, not the vets. It'll take more than a research grant to improve the staff canteen. Anyway, as you can see, research is a key part of running your zoo. In order for a vet to undertake research, they require a research centre. And once again, that's something that this zoo is missing. So let's build one.
Oops.
I've marked out an area for you to put it.
Yes, that's important. You can't research without having a research area. So let's say it says, where are we putting it? Aha! Down here.
Now, you've probably noticed
Oh, look, there's a
that
building.
already a building where I want you to build the research centre. Don't worry. You see, the building that's currently there is actually a hollow shell. So we're able to place our new building inside of it.
And
If you select
decorate.
the research centre for placement and then hover over the shell, you'll see that it asks if you want to add the research centre to the existing building.
Watch this. So if we do this, and add it. Now we just do this.
Click
Boom.
to add it to the building. Oh, but that won't place it in just yet, though. First, we'll need to rotate our research centre.
I already did it.
Automatically connects to the path when we place it.
Don't worry, she'll figure it out. Don't tell her. You gonna continue? There we go.
Splendid work. Now that we have a brand spanking new research centre, we can give our vets something to do in there. Oh, by the way, it's worth noting that the vets will only do research when they're not required to do any other jobs. That said, you can change what jobs a vet does via their information panel. But let's not worry about that just now.
Ring-tailed lemurs. That's what they
Let's get our vet researching ring-tailed lemurs. Go into the zoo section and select vet research.
Just click and drag and do this. Boom. Now they're researching.
Actually, thinking about it, I'm not sure we've got any education boards or speakers by the lemur's habitat. Let's head over there and add some, so our guests can learn all about their furry little delights.
Alright, here we go. Time to add 2 education boards and 2 speakers. So that way the people can listen and learn.
First off, let's pop down 2 education boards. Place them on the habitat barriers at a height that guests can see, or, if you like, pop them down on a stand.
I'm going to pop them down on a stand, so we're going to align it to a surface like this.
Okay,
Beautiful.
now that they've been put into position, we have to tell them what animal to display information about. Select one of the education boards to bring up its information panel.
We got, yep. You'll always pull up the closest one. Like this, so that way people can learn. Education is very important, people. Look at that.
And from
Edumacation.
the drop-down list, select ring-tailed lemur. Although I'm sure that last part was obvious.
Oh, we forgot about the audio
When
speakers,
you
too.
link an education board or a speaker to an animal, you need to make sure that said animal is close by. If it isn't, the guests will get confused and won't learn as much.
Put it up on these posts here.
Okay, now that we've done the education boards, let's pop down a pair of speakers. Speakers play audio to the guests so they can learn while they look at the animals, instead of having to go through the laborious process
Isn't that cool?
of reading.
Yeah, reading's too much,
One
man.
thing to bear in mind is that it's important not to put the speakers too close together.
Yeah.
If you do, the guests won't be able to understand what's being said.
You don't want that. Alright, so we've done it. The vet research is done. We can go and check it. We go here.
Go on, collect collect your research rewards.
We got it! Look at that! Woo!
Vets will continue to research an animal even after successfully completing a research level. I suppose when you're in the zone, you're in the zone.
Mm-hmm. Happens. Don't worry about it. But we got it, so. Got our research?
Well, now that we've enriched the lives of our guests, let's enrich the lives of our ring-tailed lemurs. Some animals, like lemurs, will have a climbing need. That means they have a requirement for a certain amount of climbing space. And
Yep.
you can fulfill that requirement by building them a climbing frame. Let's find out how much more climbing space our lemur friends need, shall we? Select one of them and bring up their information panel.
Here we go. One guy down here. You need to go to the terrain, and right there. We only have, like, under half of what they need for climbing. They need at least 46 meters squared of
Click on
climbing
the
space.
Terrain tab.
Go here. It's under enrichment, and it's under climbable. Unsurprisingly. Now, I don't know which one they want. Because we can
Now,
build
as
our
you can
own.
see, the lemurs need quite a lot more climbing space. But as it happens, I've already got a climbing frame blueprint built for you. So you can either pop that down or build one yourself from scratch.
So we can just do this
By the
one.
way,
We'll
it's
probably
not
just do
always
this
climbing needs that you have to worry about.
for
Other
the sake of
animals might need
ease.
a certain amount of water in their habitat so they can go for a swim. They certainly do keep us on our toes.
Like so. Look at that, look at that. They're gonna be so much happier.
That's a great climbing frame for them. They're going
Oh.
to absolutely
It's
love it.
floating.
Do you know what would make
Shh,
them
I'm
even
gonna do
happier,
this.
though? Nicer food. But that's true of all of us, though, isn't it? You can unlock
There we go,
better
that's better.
quality food for animals through research. Luckily, we've already unlocked some for the lemurs,
Good.
so all that remains is to make sure they get served it from now on. Let's bring up the habitat information panel by selecting the lemur habitat.
So here we go, right here. You go to the animals tab. And this is where we'll choose the food quality. Now keep in mind, higher quality food means more money. But it means happier, healthier animals too, so. Obviously you want your animals happy and healthy, but keep in mind the cost.
So, a new climbing frame and better food. Oh, you've really spoilt those lemurs rotten.
Yes, I have.
I think it's time we looked at one of the zoo's most important responsibilities. Releasing animals into the wild.
Yeah.
You see, when we feel an animal is ready, we can release them into the wild. But what makes an animal a good candidate for release? Well, their age is an important factor.
You want them
We
young.
can't release an animal that's a juvenile, just as we can't
But not too
release
young.
one that's gotten too old.
Gotta be the
They
right
also
age, like
need to
just
be
mature.
fertile. After all, the idea is to repopulate the wild, so the best
Mhm.
candidates will have a high fertility gene. And together, the age and fertility of a candidate will determine how many conservation credits will be rewarded when we
That's
release
those
them.
little leaves down here.
Conservation credits are vitally important. They're the lifeblood of your zoo, because earning them allows you to adopt even more animals. And what's more, the animals you can adopt will be of a higher quality.
Yep.
So, with that in mind, let's pop over to our orangutan habitat.
So here we go. Now what does she want us to do? Nancy! Tell me, girl. What am I doing?
Okay, I'd like you to find Agang, the Bornean orangutan in the habitat, and select him, please.
Okay,
You can either
Agang.
click through each orangutan in turn, or
This one.
select the habitat barrier, go to the animals tab
This
in
is
the
the one.
habitat information panel, and find him in the animals list.
Now if we want to check here, it should be this goal. This is his animal appeal. Animal appeal is different. This is how much guests are going to like him. The higher the appeal, the better. But it should be. Is it genetics? Yeah, this is pretty good. Look, he's very fertile. He's got a long life. Very good. But now we're gonna let him go. So when you go to release them to the wild, I'll tell you how good they are. So his lifespan rating is 4 of 5, fertility 5 of 5, fertility gene 5 of 5, and his conservation status, because Bornean orangutans are considered endangered, they're high. So things like, for instance, like if you're releasing like a common warthog that has no endanger level, that or like next to no endangerment level, you're not going to get as many points as say like releasing an endangered species into the wild. Same with things like the lifespan, the fertility gene, all of that adds up. And the more the higher these are, the more credits you get.
I know.
So
it's
there he
sad to see him
goes.
go, but he'll be happy out in the wild. And he's a wonderful candidate for release. Young, strong, and fertile. Excellent work there. You definitely
Go clap
got
some
potential,
cheeks, my
you know.
boy. And the orangutan is like eating something.
I see you've been doing some homework. Although, it hardly seems like work when you're learning about something as adorable as a ring-tailed lemur. I imagine I'd have got much better grades at school if there'd been less algebra and more aldebra. Tortoises.
God damn it! Oh, Bernie and your jokes. Oh,
Okay,
Bernie.
so far we've done a lot of work with habitat animals. But
Yes,
now
yes,
it's time
yes.
to learn all about exhibit animals. Let's build a brand new exhibit.
Oh my goodness, we're doing exhibits!
Brand new exhibit. How about we head over there?
We're building Gila monsters! Fuck yeah! Okay. I love lizards, bro. Lizards so good. Ah, right here. Perfect. Look at this. Look at this lovely little space.
Now let's build a new exhibit in the gap that's been left. Just add it to the building like we did with the research center earlier. Then pop it into the gap.
So we want one of these right here. Select to add it to the group. Boom. New exhibit, baby.
Perfect. The
Isn't it
next
beautiful?
thing to do is adopt an exhibit animal to go in there.
So that's a
How
different one.
about a
Exhibit
Gila
trading
monster?
is different.
Open up the exhibit trading section and adopt
Oh,
one.
look at her. Oh, beautiful. So exhibit animal trading. I could have just clicked the send to zoo button, but I'm doing it this way.
Just as we do with habitat animals, we need to send the Gila monster to the exhibit.
So boom!
Click on the exhibit to send it there.
Now we got our Emanuel. Look at her, there she is. Oh, isn't she pretty?
When you send an animal to an exhibit, it'll automatically be given the correct setup. But that doesn't mean it's completely ready for them.
Very
So let's finish
true.
it off. We'll start
That's
by
the
adding
key.
some enrichment items. Click on the exhibit to bring up its information panel.
So you can see, yeah, the welfare, not super great in here. But if we go to exhibit things, we can add new things. So we can add, like, hiding places. Because, for instance, our little Gila monster needs some better hiding places. I don't know which ones they want us to give it yet, so I'm going to let Nancy keep talking.
Oh, well, it looks like we've only got the enrichment level 1
Yeah.
items unlocked at the moment. Never mind, let's turn on at least one of them for the Gila monster.
Let's do... Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the tail. And you are it. See.
As I'm sure you know by
Here we go.
now, you can unlock more
I'm gonna
enrichment
turn on
levels by
2
having
because
one
it'll
of
make it a
your vets
little
do some
happier.
research. Now we'll also need to set the temperature and humidity in the exhibit. These are
Let's
vitally
do these.
important for keeping our Gila monster happy and comfortable.
Yeah, see, it's
Click on the
way
climate
too
tab.
humid up here. They want a 15 to 25% humidity. So let's do like 20%. That should be perfect for the Gila monster. I didn't notice this, that you could thumb over these.
Temperature and humidity. You can change both of these by adjusting the dials below. Make sure it's going to be nice and cozy.
Do like a little lower. Let's lower the temperature just a bit. Perfect. Now we can close one of the windows. No, you don't want that one. Don't want that one. That one. We want
There's
this
also
one.
An exhibit education board. Pop them down near your exhibits to teach your guests about them. Let's add one now.
Here we go. Media and devices. Education. These ones are what you want. You're not aligning it to the surface. So we're gonna do it like this. Gonna make sure there's a couple of them on each side, so everybody can read.
Just like the education boards and speakers we put down for the ring-tailed lemurs, you'll need to link these to the Gila monster.
Here we go.
Go on.
Same thing. Do this. Lag. God, the lag. Ah! Here we go. One on each side for a Gila monster.
Lovely stuff. Now our guests can learn all about our venomous friend here.
Perfect.
Right, now, I've got a bit of a big job for you. I need you to increase the number of species in the zoo. You'll probably want to adopt both habitat and exhibit animals to do so.
Very
which
true.
will mean building plenty of new habitats and exhibits for them.
Yay!
Off you pop.
Do I get to
I'll
do
check
it
in with you when you're
myself?
almost done.
Do I get to do it myself? Oh my goodness. Okay, so we need to have at least 12 species. That means we need to get 3 more. And thankfully, we have plenty of space right over here. So let's see. What animals do we not have? That's the real question. We can get tapirs. We can get mandrills. And we can get chimps. So, let's see. Who needs the most space? Tapirs, mandrills, or chimps? Let's see. We'll go with the chimps first because they are the closest on the list. See how much they need. Is it not chimpanzees? Am I crazy? I thought it was chimpanzees. I broke the game. The game is broken. Oh god. Okay, hold on. Try it again. It's the western chimpanzee, right? Yeah, okay, western. Okay. So Baird's tapir. That's what we're looking up. Baird's tapir needs a minimum of 430 meters squared. A mandrill needs 400, and the western chimpanzee needs 780. Okay. Well, considering this is Monkeyland, I'm thinking perhaps I will make a habitat for the monkeys right over here, because there's nothing stopping me. So let's keep in with the theme here. What kind of, they got these wood log fences going on. So we'll do that. And I can round these out too if I want. But we're just gonna go make it right over here on this island, and we'll have the platform like walk over. Just follow all the way around. Doing my best anyway. Because the mandrills and the tapirs don't need all that much space, so we'll make this like Chimp Island or something. I think that sounds cool. Boom. Okay. Now, we need pathways. Think we want these ones. How wide is it? That's what I want to know. I think 6 is not enough. Maybe we need 8. Yeah. Thankfully, these are pretty easy to make. We'll have it loop all the way around to here. Okay. I need to add how do I... It's not going up. Obstructed. Oh, shoot. How do I... There's a way to make stairs. I just forget. Come on. I might need to look at the help. Path. Yeah, I want to make, like, stairs or something. Use staff paths, power facility. Stairs? Maybe not. Ramps? Path. Try the paths again. Select. You can create... It's not an angle snap. It's not aligned to grid. Yeah, let's try path controls. Yes. Okay. It is shift. Raise path. Lower path. Hold on, I got an idea. Let me delete some of this pathing here. Go back to editing. Yes. Okay, can I move this tree? I just want to move it off to the side. Perfect. I did it. Alright, now, the hardest part. I need to make a staff pathway. My plan is to make a thing out here for them to, you know, feed the monkeys and shit. And then for that, I need to make sure there's a transformer here. Okay, so now we get that. We get the staff pathways. Now color the staff pathways. I'm trying to keep it all like cohesive. It looks like they're using this one. Dang it. Hold on, let's delete these. Smaller, so like the little 4 meter. Hold on. Dang, this is more complicated than I expected. Oh wait, what if I do this first? Okay. Then we'll do the facilities. So we staff facility first. But like, shoo. I want to try and make it level. Okay, good. And then we'll not doing a group. Make the transformer the same. Is it too high? I think it's too high. It's hella ugly, but it works. Don't tell nobody. A barrier. I want the whole barrier. What were the... Oh. The controls at? I'm gonna try and make sure these match a little bit. Good enough. Okay. Oh. This one a little taller. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna select the whole habitat again, and I want... I think it's left? Wrong side. On the right side. There we go. Climbable. Or climb proof, I mean. And then we'll make all of this Too much. Too much. Bring it back. Bring it back. A little more. Too much. Got it. Okay. Okay. Thick glass. This one also thick glass. Thick. Nice. And thick glass also have climb-proof barriers? No. Okay, it's fine. It's fine, we have a chimpanzee area now. So we're gonna buy our chimps. What? God damn it! Refresh. Ah, shit. Okay. Well, it's fine. It's fine. We have an area. Go do the... Oh, I got more research. Thank you. I'm gonna have her actually start researching Gila monsters now because we don't have a lot for our Gila monsters, so. That'll probably be better in terms of just making sure our Gila monster is doing better. I want the Western chimpanzee! Mamma mia. Well, we have a problem here. It's fine, it's fine. We can just start working about, like, placing things down. So, let's get their food and water first. We need the tags here. Western chimpanzee. I gotta think of what other nature things that they would need. Let's do that. They have tropical habitats in Africa. I mean, most of the stuff here should be fine. We already have African stuff, and it's tropical already. But I want to add another tree. The tall tree. What are these, actually? Capocs. I want a capoc tree. I want another tall one. Bring it right over here. So that way they can have an arboreal feeding platform that the people can have a view of. If I go to habitat and I get an arboreal feeding platform, a nice big one, go swoop, put it like right at eye level for the people to see. Or well, so I was gonna say, hold on. Let me pause this game here for a second. So if I do that, do I need to have it, like, climbable for the zookeepers? That's the other question I need to think of, because, like, that's all climbing stuff, but, like, where's their feeding platform? Okay, okay, so they have, like, a hanging platform right there. Like, what about the lemur? Also... Okay, also want a rock. Okay, so I can't... I was wrong. I can't have it up there. But I could do something different. Because as long as I have this set up, I make rocks. Maybe what I'll do instead is I'll place a rock down. Put their feeding platform on that. No. I lied. Take it back. Take it back. We'll just do a normal feeding platform. Just have it right, you know, front and center so everybody can see. Okay. And we need water. Get that. How about a water trough? You guys like this stuff? Yep, they do. Okay. We'll put their water trough, like, down over here, because the guests don't need to see them constantly. We can give them one little place to have a getaway and relax peacefully. Now, enrichment is the next thing. They do like forage boxes. So I'm thinking maybe we'll set one right here. We're gonna need a lot of climbing space as well. This is a large animal climbing space, but we don't need that per se. It's a lemur climbing frame, but it works for the chimps, so thinking we might use it. Maybe like a little combo thing, you know what I mean? Because the lemur climbing frame is pretty good. Maybe we'll have one over here. We'll have a little, no, there. No, I don't want X. I don't want the complicated movement. A normal one, you know? Mix it up a little bit. There. Pretty good. Pretty much anything that's meant for small animals we can use. Maybe I will put a little more nature in here. I'll put that K-Pock back that I had. A slightly different. I think that looks nice. A little better anyway. Let's go back to animal trading, see if we can get our chimps now. Got her. Thunder ringed here. Getting something for the chimps too will also really help me see like what we need. I also have a lot of these shelter packs too, so I can use some of these in order to like decorate. I'll probably just use the African exhibit one because like that kind of seems to be what they're going for here. Probably only need like the 8x4 one, 8x8x4. I'll slap it like right. If anything, this might be too big. But, you know, it's whatever. As long as they have a nice comfy place to sleep in. I'm gonna speed it up too. Gonna get some get the animals in here. Do a couple other, maybe like some smaller trees or bushes or something like, oh yeah, like this giant rhubarb. Perfect. Elephant ear plants. Spin them around a little bit. Okay, let's see what Faith's feeling. Slow it down. How's she liking it so far? The terrain is pretty good. We need some shorter grass to go in here. But other than that, plenty of climbing space, plenty of room. This is actually really big. I made it a little too big. I think I kind of went ham. How about the coverage? What I want to know. They love coverage, so I don't really need to worry about like accidentally covering this place too much. Which is nice. Mangrove apple here, maybe one over here. I mean, the more coverage, the better for them, because they like to, you know, run around and shit. So if anything, I'm doing the right thing. Put another lemur climbing frame down here so they can have plenty of climbing space. What do you need for enrichment? What are you lacking? You need more toy enrichment. The monkey wants a toy. No. Oh, they might like these, actually. Yeah, let's get a couple of these. And some other stuff. Like, maybe... Do you like cardboard boxes? Seems like cardboard boxes, it looks like. How about... Oop, I didn't mean to favorite that. No, they're not a big fan of that. Mirror mobiles? Oh, hell yeah. Love this shit. Perfect! Happy monkey. Now we just need to get her another monkey. But that's probably not going to happen. At least not yet. Oh, we also got to start educating people. We want the media devices. I like this board set, personally, so that way I don't have to think about putting the boards down first. I can just slap them down. I don't know why the hell it's way over there. I'll align it to the surface because I need to be flat. Add some... shoot, where is it? Benches and stuff? No, it's... not that. Animal exhibits? No. Guest facilities? Donation boxes, yes. We'll have a couple littered throughout, so that way they can start looking and donating. Western chimp. Here we go. Another one. Western chimpanzee. And now we can start adding some of speakers. I have posts right here, so I'm gonna do that. Oh, wait. Usually I like to put them on the back of speakers, so that way if somebody's nearby, they can hear them. There's usually no downside to, like, having a speaker on the backside of a board, so. Here, now people can get educated and go look at the monkey. Still no more monkey. The animals are stressed. Why are y'all stressed? What's going on? Social? Animal has social welfare issues. Have enough people. What's up? Stressed out and trying to hide. Oh, they have nowhere to hide. Okay, let's fix that for them, shall we? This is a little too big of a habitat. We will do something a little different. We're gonna construct something. Filters. We're gonna do African. Start with the walls. Yep. Okay, we got that. Let's get some roofing. There we go. I can actually, like, select... I wish I could select the whole group. No. But now that they should have somewhere to go and hide. At the very least. Go in here, we'll add a couple little beds for them. They have somewhere to sleepies. Do some small bedding. Yeah, you guys like these? Field lemurs? I think they'd like these. Yeah. Little leafy patch for them. To go a hideout in. The stress is doing a lot better now that they have somewhere they can go and relax. Gila monster research is done. Oh, thank you for the sippy meowvelous. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're having a good day. We're just vibing out, checking on some animals, building habitats and whatnot. I went a little too ham on the chimps. The chimps got a really big habitat and I have no chimps in there right now. Maybe I should have calmed down a little bit, but it's okay. It's okay. So I know we're supposed to have three more species, 2 more species now, and it's just a matter of increasing everybody's welfare. So let's check and see how these guys are doing. They need more toy enrichment. I'm gonna start increasing them while I wait for the monkey. So these are some ruffed lemurs. I'm going to add another sprinkler over here. They need one more toy enrichment specifically. So we don't need the heat map. You guys like these? Here. There we go. They're a little happier now. Alright. So what about these guys? Didn't these lemurs need a little bit more? Yeah, they need toy enrichment too. Let's do the same thing. Pretty sure they also like the fruit spike tree. Oh wait, they want toy enrichment, not that. Okay, we need to find something that ring-tailed lemur like. How about a little ball? No. But a keyboard? Oh yes. This seems like it would be the funnest thing ever if we just put like a little keyboard up here. But like rotate it because he's got to be able to put his little monkey hands on the keyboard. So there we go. He's got a little keyboard now, but a bobbin drum. Not too big. Rubber ducky. Ring-tailed lemurs like rubber duckies apparently. There. They're doing better. Maybe I'll also make... Yeah, I think they're fine if I just give them this space. Alright, animal welfare time. We're gonna go check them out a little more. Aminuls. Alright, let's head over to the bonobos. They could use a little more help. So what's going on with the bonobos here? More food, more toys. Y'all need to provide better enrichments for your animals, goddamn. Bonobo like block of ice. Bonobo, you like grab ball? Bonobo like grab ball? You go have a grab ball. Bonobo like mirror mobile? Monkey like mirror? How about keyboard? Bonobo also like keyboard. Okay, Bonobo have plenty of toy. Bonobo need more food stuffs. Bonobo like block of ice. Bonobo like termite mound? Bonobo definitely like termite mound. Okay, they're doing much better. Okay. Next animal. Good, good, good. It looks like they're all happy. More or less. I want to get another western chimpanzee. Yes, we have one! Send him to chimpanzee. Chimpanzee time. And look at them. They are popular. Holy moly. Alright, now. This one is going to be interesting. I'm going to make this one two-part exhibit. We'll split like right down the middle more or less. Actually, here, let's make the path first. That one has staff pathway. We can make like a little area in here too. I can make like some plants or something. There we go. Okay, okay. I think it's good. I think it's good. Okay, the chimpanzee is now in. We need barriers. It's what we want. And if the staff area is going to be down there, we shall do it so there's a little bit from the pathway. 3, 4, 5, 6. This should be fine. Now, I don't know if I can terraform, because I know tapirs like to swim, but we're gonna do it like this. Let's keep... We shall just do it like this. Perfect. I want to split it like right here. Good enough. Now I want to take the whole thing, raise it up. And then we're gonna go all the way around to this one, and I believe it's, I want the right side. Wrong. Left side. Why did these ones get it? Left side. Okay. So this is going to be monkey. Okay, we're gonna edit the barriers a little bit. I would like to add some posts. That's actually it's alright. So we got that. These ones will be thick glass. As well. Alright. Well, unfortunately, I won't be able to finish these exhibits today. It is almost 9 o'clock for me, and I wanted to try and end early because I have a very long 9-hour shift tomorrow. So I want to make sure I have plenty of time to unwind and rest, but we shall just call this our stream 2, since this is the second area we need to finish in. And if y'all like this, I can continue it some more. Or maybe I'll do it another day when I'm, you know, expecting to be very tired and need some chill time. Let's head back to the main menu. Here we go! But I hope you guys like that. I know this game is a little on the chiller side for me. I don't usually play this game. But I wanted to do something a little more relaxing, a little easier on the mind. But other than that, we are gonna call it a day and end it here. So thank you all so much for joining me, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and this is the last stream for this week. No problem. Thank you for stopping in, Meow. I appreciate you being here. Other than that, this is the last stream for the week. I don't have anything planned, so check out my schedule either Monday or Sunday, Monday, hopefully Sunday. I try to get up by Sundays. If not, it's usually up by Monday. But other than that, I don't really have any big updates. There's not really much to mention, so for now, we're just gonna, you know, get on ready and send out our raid. I see Glitch is still streaming, so I'm gonna go send y'all over to Glitch Rune, my good friend. He is currently playing some Stellaris with his homies. I don't know much about Stellaris. I know it's space stuff. So I can't really give you a synopsis on that one. But other than that, thank you guys for joining me, and I will catch you another time. Bye-bye!